Hello everyone, my name is Instant Poison, and that was my best scene as a present. Probably wasn't very good, I apologize. I am playing Call of Duty Black Ops, and this is free-for-all on firing range. I never really play free-for-all in this game, and I don't know why. This is actually probably one of the first times I've ever attempted it. Off to a horrible start already, but I don't know why, because I really enjoy it in Modern Warfare 2. It's really the only playlist I play nowadays. So I finally decided to try it on here, and in all honesty, it's pretty much the same gameplay. The same rules apply, the same tips. And I just joined the game, and I'm pretty sure the guy was 16-0 when I started. So I decided to put my tryhard pants on, maybe come back and hopefully win this game. I'm going to do my best to do that. We'll see what happens. When playing free-for-all, one of the first things I'm going to say is I recommend using a silenced gun. It doesn't really matter how great of a player you are, it's not the best thing to have people flocking to you in free-for-all. I like to personally play an offensive role, and since I'm trying to come back on this guy, I didn't even see that guy. I don't know what it is about Black Ops, but there seems to be a common theme that everybody just lies down, and then it's really hard to hit you when you're completely prone like that. I know for me at least it is, because I have one of the worst shots in the world, least accurate shots at least. But what was I talking about? Oh yes, silenced weapons. So I personally like to use a silencer on my gun just because, you know, I like to play an offensive role, and since I'm coming back from this, I'm going to try to be moving a little bit quickly and trying to get kills fast and running around the map on my own terms, probably not staying in the same spot. So I really have no desire for people to flock to me, and in something like free-for-all, I highly recommend not staying in the same spot just because you'll piss a lot of people off. Well, first of all, you're a camper and I don't like you, but second of all, you'll piss a lot of people off and they're all just going to continuously come to you. People have this ego to them, me especially. If a guy kills me, I normally get really angry and I just go back to exactly where he was repeatedly until he dies. And that tends to be my playstyle. It's a horrible idea. I highly recommend not doing that ever, but it seems like a lot of people do. So if you can avoid staying in one spot and move around, it's probably a better idea. So I recommend to have a silencer just so you can sneak around and circle the map on your own terms and people won't be able to find you, and when they do come back, you're not having any dots pop up and nobody's going to have any idea of where you are entirely. This is going to sound like an incredibly random tip, but I have noticed there's a common theme going on. That guy didn't do it right there, but I thought he might have, where people tend to see you maybe, but they act like they don't see you, and they keep running. And then they turn around and they get you as you let your guard down. You start sprinting, you reload, whatever happens. But they run by, they act like they don't know you're there, and then they turn around and they kick your ass. And it's a great technique. I do it all the time, but it's really annoying. Even less annoying than that, though. I got the Blackbird, one away from the chopper gunner. Damn you, Last Stand. I don't like you. Go away. Please do not be in any other Call of Duty game ever again, because I do not enjoy it. As far as perks go in free-for-all, I'd really recommend just playing around with new perks. If you're ever going to try out a new gun, a new setup, anything like that, I think free-for-all is one of the best ways that you can do it, you know, in high traffic, high combat areas, and you can just see, you know, how well you handle it under pressure with a lot of people coming after you at one time. So I really recommend trying out new perks, new weapons if you're ever playing free-for-all, and then, you know, when you're playing the more intense games, you know, maybe Search and Destroy, Demolition, stick to your old guns and, you know, rack up higher kills. As far as perks go, or not perks, sorry, kill streaks, I think I'm currently running Blackbird, which is probably my favorite kill streak ever in the game. It's perfect. I really hope they bring it into Modern Warfare 3 in some way. But I'm running Blackbird, Chopper Gunner, and I'm pretty sure Dogs. And I just started running that. In the past, I used to use a gunship instead of the Dogs just because I never really thought they were that great of a kill streak, and I really enjoyed using the gunship, being a little pilot. But oh, and right here, I thought it was the same guy. I thought it was gonna be Deja Vu. He was gonna kill me before the chopper again, but didn't happen. I got you, you Last Stand bastard. But I normally use chopper gunner and then a gunship, and I just started switching to Dogs. For some strange reason, they've just been working lately. They have been working for me unbelievably well. And right there, I just wanted the game to end. I didn't want to run around, risk dying, getting the Dogs or anything like that. I just want to catch this guy and win the game, so I called it in right away. But Dogs are just great when you have a chopper gunner just because they tend to really scout out people inside buildings or hiding in corners or anything like that, places that the chopper gunner cannot get to. And for some strange reason, people are just incompetent and they don't really stop the Dogs. I know it's not the easiest thing to shoot a dog, or it's certainly not the easiest thing to knife a dog, unlike those tips say on the loading screens. But for some strange reason, people just can't stop them. So I highly recommend that kill streak setup. It works really well for me. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I don't even know what the leader ended up with, but he was one of the slowest killers I've ever seen in my life. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. Don't forget to rate the video, comment the video, and subscribe, and I will talk to you all later. See ya.